This is the Lock-Picking Lawyer, and the lock I have for you today is the Master Lock Pro Series Model 6230. Now I got this lock mostly as a comparison to this lock, and that's the Master Lock Model 930, not part of the Pro Series. I picked this in video number 136, and if you saw that video, you know I was very, very disappointed by it. The literature for this lock on the Pro Series says that it contains a pick-resistant 5-pin tumbler cylinder. And I also went and looked on Master Lock's website for what it had to say about the pick resistance of this lock, and it had even more impressive things. Here we've got the 6230, and if we look at the bottom of this page, it says that it contains spool pins and it is virtually impossible to pick. That's an awful tall order and one that we are going to put to the test. Now, looking at the keyway, I see something encouraging right off the bat, and that is that it's a non-standard Master Lock keyway, at least one I've not seen before. It is the mirror image of an American lock keyway, but a little bit tighter. In that regard, the American locks, you can actually fit a 25 thousandths pick in there, even though it's a little tight. Not so with this. In fact, even the 18 thousandths pick, it fits, but it definitely rubs a little bit. So what we're going to be doing is using a 15 thousandths pick to open this up. We've got a 40 thousandths pry bar, and then here we go, my standard hook in 15 thousandths. Okay, one's loose, two's loose. Okay, little feels like counter rotation on 3. Got a click out of him. Nothing from 4. Okay, and then 5 dropped us into a false set. Going back to 1. Counter rotation. And got him set. 2. Counter rotation, got him set. Nothing on 3. 4. Counter rotation, and the lock is open. Okay, so far from virtually impossible to pick. In fact, it wasn't particularly hard. Certainly harder than if it was just standard pins, but spool pins are not what I think anyone with experience picking would call virtually impossible. Let's take this guy apart. It's I have the wrong size Allen wrench there. Let's see. Nope. Okay, here we go. Okay, and to take this apart, we have a little clip on the back. Okay, first thing I notice is that this is a 6-pin lock. Only 5 of those chambers are pinned up though, which is always a disappointment. Let's drop these key pins out. 1 is standard, 2 is standard, 3 is standard, 4 is standard, and 5 is not coming out, but it is standard as well. Okay, let's take a look at these driver pins. Spool in slot 1, spool in slot 2, spool in 3, same in 4, and we have a very lightly serrated pin in slot 5. Okay, let me give you a close-up of these pins. Okay, as I said, all standard key pins, and then we have 4 spools in slots 1 through 4, and a lightly serrated pin in slot 5. As you saw, this was far from virtually impossible to pick. In fact, it wasn't that hard. It's certainly better than standard pins, but I'd always like to see something just a little bit tougher, particularly in the Pro Series. That's all I have for you on the Master Lock Pro Series Model 6230. If you have any questions or comments about this lock, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.